What's up, everybody? This is Dallas Doan here, and today the topic that we're going to be talking about is brought to you by Tie-Dye 58 or Dylan. Thank you, my dude. This guy's been such a huge help for me when it comes to the growth of my YouTube channel, spreading the word of my social media and stuff like that. So thank you so much, Dylan, and thank you for the topic that we're going to be talking about today. So today, his topic is, what is the best way to go about the transition from college to your first studio job if you don't have any direct connections through school? So just to kind of shorten that a little bit, just to kind of break it down, essentially, you finish school, post-secondary or college, and there's no kind of internship out of the school, or you don't have some sort of an instructor that has an opening at their studio. So essentially, how do you get a job, right? Without the help of somebody at your school. So most people, I would say nowadays, most people are going to find their jobs probably from a connection from school, obviously, right? Your instructors, your peers. So this question is kind of aimed towards people who might be actually like freelancers or self-taught 3D artists then, right? So I don't know if this question is from your community, tie-dye, but regardless, okay? So how do you get a job if you don't have a direct connection? It's very simple, and I feel like I'm kind of beating a dead horse here by saying this, but it comes down to your portfolio, right? So that's the most important thing. There's tons of other things that you're going to do, but the first thing I'm going to talk about is your portfolio. You know, your work is going to help spread your name faster than any type of networking you're going to do, okay? Think about it. If you have a piece of art that you posted up on ArtStation and it has thousands of likes, guess what? People are going to be reaching out to you. You don't even need to do anything, right? If you have retweets on Twitter, you know, going up to the thousands or even hundreds, right? And it hits a concept artist or an artist at Blizzard or something like that, and you know, it was fan art, right? And it gets retweeted by Blizzard, and it gets retweeted by, you know, PUBG or whatever your fan art is based off of. It's gonna spread the word. You know what I mean? Like, so your portfolio. Work on your portfolio. Make sure the stuff that you put on your portfolio is really good, right? Think about it. Articles on 80.level or 80.lv, right? I love that website, and I'm going to plug that website right now again. And I constantly do this because that website is essentially, it's a collection of professional game developers who are sharing their processes, their workflows, okay? So again, it's 80.lv, okay? 80 level. Amazing website. And this is a website even me and other professionals, my peers at work at EA, we're constantly reading and keeping ourselves up to date with the technology and what other studios are doing through reading articles on 80.lv. Okay? People will spread your name organically on social media and the internet without you having to do anything if your portfolio is super solid. So for example, okay, tie-dye, amazing help to me. Imagine if you guys went to my YouTube channel or my ArtStation and my portfolio and my stuff looked like crap. Just imagine that. And I'll be honest with you, my stuff isn't that great, right? But imagine if it was really bad. Okay? First off, this whole suggestion thing on Twitter wouldn't have gone anywhere, right? All I did was I just put in a tweet saying, hey, what are some topics that new artist wants me to cover, right? And who wants to get into the industry? Now, if I didn't make a decent impression to tie-dye or to Dylan, he probably wouldn't have retweeted it and liked it and shared it, right? But because him and I, we've connected before, we've built this type of this internet friendship that we have, and we always catch up once in a while, right? We spread the word and we help each other spread the word, right? With each other's content. So again, your name and your reputation is so much, and your portfolio means so much. Okay. And the beauty about having a good portfolio and amazing work is, what's crazy is people will start to find you, right? And then they're going to start to want to connect with you. They're going to start following you on Twitter. They're going to start following you on ArtStation, right? So again, I'm going to stress this one more time. It comes down to your portfolio. Okay. So let's say you have a portfolio, right? But you want to spread your name and you want to build your connections in other ways. So be active in art communities. Okay, so go on ArtStation, like people's stuff, leave comments. Okay, find artists that you inspire to be. Just give them a little message, right? Just give them a little message. Just say, hey, how's it going? Really love your art. Do you like? I would love to just chit chat, and like I have questions about the industry. Like most of us artists, we're pretty chill. You know what I mean? And most of the time, we'll check our ArtStation messages or our emails, and we'll give you a nice message back. Okay, so make connections in art communities. Okay, so ArtStation, Polycount, lots of live streamers now, or good artists who've created art communities of their own, have Discord channels. So I think Polycount has a Discord channel. I don't know if ArtStation does or not, but I know Polycount does. I'm gonna plug Dynasty here again. This is someone who I like. Man, when I see him going hard on his YouTube channel and on his Twitch .tv channel, he's helping the community so much, and he's giving back so much. It's crazy. So joining Dynasty's Discord, I think is a huge one, and he does like weekly like critiques and feedback and stuff like that, which is awesome. And he's built this really cool tight-knit community where you can post up your work inside the Discord and people will give you feedback on your work. Okay, so Dynasty. Another way, like I said, and I already mentioned this, is social media, right? Your Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever you use, spread the word. Hey guys, this is a WIP, a work in progress that I'm working on. Hey, this is a final render, and then make sure you put in the hashtags, man. Those hashtags, I know, I'll be honest with you, like I'm a little bit older, right? So this whole hashtag thing, it took me a really long time to understand what that even does, what that even means, until I had someone kind of educate me on like, hey, you should like spread the word on your gaming YouTube channel or on your art channel by, putting the proper hashtags. And I'm like, I thought hashtags was just kind of like a joke, right? Like kind of like a thing that people just made fun of. But no, it's actually a thing, right? So for me, I've started putting in like hashtag Polycount, hashtag ArtStation, hashtag Maya, hashtag ZBrush, and all the programs and stuff like that I use, so that people who are in or who are interested in those topics, they can find my work, and it makes your stuff more like discoverable. People can discover you more. And so that goes with like Instagram as well, right? Follow other artists, check out their work, comment on their artwork, and do this all genuinely. And I really want to stress that. Do this genuinely, okay? Don't harass them to give you feedback. Ask them if, hey, like in the future, if I have work, like I know you're busy and I really appreciate your time. If you ever have time, would it be okay if I send you, like, I want honest feedback, and I want someone that can be brutal with me and tell me that my work needs improvement and how to improve, etc. And just ask them, connect with them, ask them for a little bit of their time to give you feedback on your work. And then just like I said, get feedback from peers and professionals, right? And then this is kind of a little bit more old school. This is more for like local, right? Going to like your local networking events and job fairs. I know I'm very fortunate. I live in Vancouver, BC, so the gaming industry here is quite booming. I mean, I shouldn't say booming, but it's a relatively larger community than other cities. So you know, when a company has a huge layoffs and stuff like that, other studios hear about it, and right away they throw in like a job fair or a meet and greet with another studio and stuff like that. When you hear about those things, just go and do it. I remembered when I was in school, I heard about the GDC talks, I heard about game conventions, and I heard about all those things, and I would volunteer at all of them. I'd volunteer at as many as I could, just to kind of sneak into as many talks as I can. Um, and I'll be honest with you, most of the time I didn't even bring, like, at the time that I graduated, we didn't really have like smartphones to like, hey, here's my demo reel or anything like that. So it was mostly just connecting. Hey, how are you guys doing? Like, how do you like your job? How do you like your studio? How does the studio treat you? Stuff like just getting to know them, and how they got into the industry and stuff like that. And then nowadays it's so much easier to just be like, hey, like, do you have Twitter, right? Compared to before, where that wasn't really a thing. It was like, hey, can I have your number? And it was a lot more personal, right? Whereas nowadays you can just say, hey, can I follow you on Twitter? So yeah, so those are all the different ways that you can build connections, not through school and outside of school. So yeah, again, anyone who has other suggestions, please write it down in the comments below. We'll love to hear your, if there's anything that I've missed, and if you guys do like this type of content, again, thank you so much, Tie Dye, for this topic. I hope it helps, and hopes it helps other artists. I've also, I already kind of quickly plugged this, was I also now have a gaming channel. It's Solid. If you're into some gaming content, and I've started there. But yeah, I hope you guys really like this, and I look forward to doing more of this stuff in the future. All right, take it easy, everybody.